and have a listen. How are they going to explain that? You can't contain the part of your brain, you just can't take the plain fact that this is the LDBC, you don't tell us how to act. And if you hate the content, then take a step back. Why watch the video? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? Coach Joe Harrison, there'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show, sit back and have a listen. How are they going to explain that? You can't contain the part of your brain, you just can't take the plain fact that this is the LDBC, you don't tell us how to act. And if you hate the content, then take a step back. Why watch the video?
Okay, welcome everybody. Hey, Anthony Bolton, what's up? Salute my brother. Salute to the entire LDBC. Salute to the entire LDBC, man. This is your boy, the coach. You're live on the Coach's Show, live, and I got a, I got a tight, I got a hopping, and I got a happening podcast tonight that I'm gonna definitely go in depth. We're gonna talk about, let's talk about this whole Papoose and Claressa Shields situation. Let's go on and talk about that. Let's go ahead and talk about how the NFL tried to buck break. They tried to buck break Shedeur Sanders. Okay, we're gonna talk about, does Natalia Silva really deserve that title shot? And Erin Blanchfield versus Mayce Barber, is that gonna be the ish? And then who fights Valentina? Who fights Valentina? Who deserves that? So guys, you're all listening to the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. So great to be here on this Sunday evening with y'all. Hey man, if you're here, smash that like button. If you don't like it, don't smash it. Smash it twice though, just to make sure. If you don't like this channel, smash the like button twice, just to make sure that you smash that like button. Okay. Or hit the dislike button twice if you hate this channel. Okay. Give me twice the dislikes. But folks, I want to go ahead and get this started. Anthony Bolton, I want to get it started. Papoose and Claressa Shields, my God. If I can write a word for dysfunction, Claressa Shields and Papoose would be dysfunction. Now, folks, I'm going to also talk about this on a separate video. But y'all, everybody learned that Claressa Shields announced her retirement from MMA. Okay, she said, she broke her arm and she gave it a good run. But she said after speaking further to Papoose has encouraged her to quit MMA, and pretty much Papoose already said he really don't like her fighting. He don't like her boxing. He don't like her boxing. He don't like her doing MMA. Here's the thing, though. Boxing is what she does. Now I can understand. I almost kind of thought, okay, well MMA, we all thought Claressa shouldn't be doing MMA. Like all of us thought that. Okay, like hey, just stick to boxing. MMA ain't your thing. But Claressa, she got decent in MMA. She didn't get great in MMA, but she got decent in MMA. Okay, and she was good enough to beat low tier competition. Nobody extreme. She never beat the likes of the Chris Cyborgs. She would never beat the Amanda Nunez's. She would never beat them in the octagon. Okay, let's just keep it a buck. She would never beat those type fighters in an octagon. But she was getting better. Skill set was growing. So what? Now in comes Papoose. Okay, here he comes. Pretty much, he's all in the videos. Now he's holding mitts for Claressa. He's doing all kind of things now for Claressa Shields. And he don't like it when she boxes. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Caboose. Get to the damn caboose, Papoose. Because that's what she was doing before she met you. She was doing that before she met you. Now, I get it. If he's giving her an alternative way to make money, diversifying her income, I get that. But you're telling her to stop doing what she's doing. You don't like her boxing. Well, Papoose, she was already boxing. Like, this dude come in and it's like, okay, damn. And Carissa, I mean, did she fall in love with the man Tip? Like, did she fall in love with the Tip? Because when they was giving her the interview, she was kind of going along with it. Like, when she went along with MMA, and she was kind of trying to understand his viewpoint on boxing. Like, come on. She's the best boxer in this era for females. Carissa Shields is the best boxer. Wait a minute, man. She's still young. It's time for her to take a break. The girl just had a movie after her. Like, no, it's not time for her. Like, she's not hanging up the boxing gloves anytime soon. Carissa Shields can probably fight another 10 years because, homegirl ain't took no damage. But I'm telling y'all, and I told y'all what's going to happen, okay? See, I'm going to tell you, they're going to get married. They're going to get engaged. All this stuff going to happen between Papoose and Carissa Shields. All of it going to happen. But they're going to have a rough patch. You see, Papoose, to me, he's a little bit more alpha. Her previous boyfriend, Tony Fresh Fit. You remember that dude, Tony Fresh Fit, that she was, so in love with. Well, he was more of a simp. Like, he was more of a simp. He kind of did whatever Carissa told him to do. He was a straight up simp. Well, you got Papoose, he's not a simp. Papoose is not a simp. Papoose is pretty much going to speak his mind, going to tell Carissa what he thinks, and so on. But this guy, Tony Fresh Fit, he was a straight up simp. I mean, whatever Carissa wanted, that's what he did. Papoose didn't like that. But I just think that this kind of relationship, I don't think it's good for her. Now listen, I'm not judging, okay? Now folks, y'all got me on this one. I'm not judging what's going down, I'm not even judging the age difference between Papoose and Carissa Shields. I think, what is it, about 15 years? It's about 15 years between them. I'm not even judging that, okay? I don't really I don't give a damn about that. But what I'm saying is that you're trying to domesticate this savage of a fighter. Like, it's almost like he's manipulating her, and little by little, he's gonna turn her into an average woman. An average woman doing jack shit. Just sitting there. I feel like that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to domesticate Carissa Shields. People like Carissa Shields, you can't turn them into the housewife that's gonna stay home and cook. That she's not gonna do that, and that's not her destiny. Carissa Shields is huge, okay? She's gonna be big, even bigger than even what she is in the next coming years. People like Carissa Shields, they're not gonna be domesticated. People like Carissa Shields, that she's not gonna be the wife that's at home, that's gonna cook and clean. She's not gonna do that. That's just not her style. This woman is happiest when she's beating people up. Carissa Shields is happy when she's beating the hell out of somebody. And that's just what it is. It brings her joy. She's never gonna stop boxing. And damn it, lo and behold, she may even go back to MMA. You just don't know. But I know for a fact, Papoose, you're gonna lose this one. She ain't going back to boxing. I mean, she ain't going back to MMA, but she's not gonna stop boxing. I can tell you that now. That ain't gonna happen. Okay? She was talking about, yeah, well, Papoose, he kinda be a little, be kinda iffy, he ain't want me in the MMA at all. He wanted me to get out the octagon. So let me get this straight. Papoose tell you don't get back in the octagon, and you know damn well the PFL was giving you a nice little bag, and I guess you turned all that money down because dude can, he can tip you down real good. He can bend you over and just kind of go slap that ass a couple times. I mean, dude must got her dick whipped. There's no way. Remember Carissa Shields always talking about she can challenge men, and now she's the most submissive woman here on the planet. Have you guys noticed that now? She's so damn submissive now that she with Papoose. I kind of like that about her. She's a little bit more submissive. She's not thinking that she can go in here and beat up men. She's not doing that as much. But I think his influence, though, I think there's gonna be a lot more bad than good. And I think if she marries this dude, I think it's gonna be a huge mistake. Like, she already dealing with the Remy Ma drama. She already dealing with that. Like, did she ever come to think that, damn, I'm young and I'm dealing with this old man drama. Like, I am dealing with this dude, he's a 40 something year old dude, and Papoose got all this drama. I wonder if she thinking like, damn, Why does old ass dude got all this drama? Like, why does 40-something-year-old man got all this drama? And moreover, why the hell he call himself Papoose? I mean, she got to be thinking stuff like that, right? Marcus Bell and Anthony, like, she has got to be thinking to herself. And then when dudes start holding the mitts for her, I said, hell, it's over. This dude gonna ruin Claressa Shields, man. He gonna ruin everything she worked for. You watch what I tell y'all. He's going to ruin Claressa Shields. And moreover, he gonna have Claressa caught up in some shit. Because you can't tell me. You start dating Papoose and all of a sudden you get, they find marijuana in your system. And don't tell me Papoose don't smoke. I'm not trying to hear that. Wait a minute, Marcus Bell, you in the hospital, man. What's wrong with you? Hold on. Stop the press. Marcus Bell, what you in the hospital for? Yeah, I just need to know that, man. What you in the hospital for, G? Damn, man. Well, I hope whatever it is, man. I hope you get better, G. I hope you get better, man. I hope you get better. I pray for you to return back to your health. Okay, I just pray for you, man. If you're in the hospital and you tuning in and watching the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live, I appreciate that, man, because if I'm in the hospital, I be dealing with my loved ones and so on. So yeah, man, I definitely got you. I got you on this one. I gotta do something in a Marcus Bell topic or something. I don't know, man. I'll do something. You got sick? You got COVID? I mean, very vague. But if you don't want to go into detail, I get it. I get it, man. If you don't want to go into detail, I got you. Okay. But y'all understand what I'm saying about Papoose and Claressa Shields, folks. I think that this is bad, and I think this is bad for her career. Like, I mean, come on, man. Yeah, Claressa Shields, she's a little obnoxious. Yes. I know she is, y'all. And I know she say a lot of dumbass stuff. My goodness, the girl can run her damn mouth like nobody else. But I be damned, okay? She got marijuana found in the system. I mean, y'all, Claressa Shields ain't never had no marijuana in the system. Only when she started dealing with this dude. Now she got marijuana in her system. I mean, lo and damn behold. Okay? And don't tell me, oh, she was talking about, well, Papoose don't smoke marijuana. Hell, he's smoking marijuana with the best of them. He was smoking marijuana with the best of them. I'm not trying to see. I don't believe anything that Claressa Shields says. I don't believe. When it comes to him, I don't, because I know for a fact this guy smoked weed. I know for a fact this guy smoked weed. I know for a fact he smoked blunts. He does smoke weed. Why would she get her stupid ass on here and just say he don't do it? Yes, he smoked weed. Yes. I mean, y'all, how do you explain this? How does Claressa Shields explain having marijuana in her system? How does she explain that? And you mean to say that, it was a contact high? But who you been around, Claressa? Who have you been around? Folks, think about it. Who's she been around? Who has Claressa Shields been around, y'all? This ain't rocket science. This not hard to figure out. It's not hard to figure out at all, y'all. Who's she been around? She's been around damn Papoose. That's who she been around. And now all of a sudden you're around this dude, all the drama, and now they find traces of marijuana in your system. Something ain't adding up, Claressa. Something isn't adding up. Okay? Folks, if you just got to this live stream, who has she been around? That's the only question I got for y'all. Who has Claressa Shields been around to get marijuana in her system? Who in the hell has she been around? She hang out with a lot of people. Never got marijuana in her system. Oh, okay. All right. The brother Marcus Bell said he had a seizure, man. All right, man. Well, look, we'll do a quick. Let's put him up in prayer. We put my brother Marcus Bell up in prayer. Lord, I know you know what's going on with the man body. I know why he having these. Hey, Lord, go ahead and hook him up. Let that hand go down for heaven. Lord, if it's something that he's doing and something that he's eating or something that he's doing in the physical realm, point that out to him so he'll not do that again. But Lord, in the name of Jesus, let the brother Marcus Bell be well. Let the brother Marcus Bell be well in Jesus' name, amen. All right, Marcus Bell. I ain't the most holy and religious, but I kind of know what I'm going to pray. But y'all, but think about this, man. Damn, damn, damn. So, this idiot, okay, she's hanging with Papoose. And all of a sudden, marijuana's in her system. Folks, you can't make this up. Okay? You cannot make this up. Okay? This guy, Papoose, he's all wrong for Claressa. At least the guy Tony Fresh Frit was in there, at least she never smoked marijuana with the guy. Or at least she never had marijuana in her system hanging out with Tony Fresh Fit. But a brother named Papoose get into your life, and now all of a sudden, now you got marijuana in your system. Now all of a sudden, you don't want to do MMA anymore. Now all of a sudden, he telling you that he don't want you to box much longer. Wait a minute. So you gonna do everything Papoose tell you to do, and this is crazy because I'm willing to bet, guys. I'm willing to bet. I think he going over there breaking off Remy Ma too. I think he is, cause the way that she keep this thing up, he got to be going back over there breaking off here and there. Yeah, I mean, he got to be, y'all. Got to be. But, ah, man, and people can say, well, man, he was just kind of saying that, man, but he ain't really mean for her, to want to quit. Well, I mean, look, man, look, what I keep telling y'all. What do I keep telling y'all? That you're not going to domesticate a Claressa Shields. She's not going to be domesticated. You're not going to turn her into the housewife that's going to cook eggs and bacon for you in the morning. For those of y'all that eat bacon, I wouldn't eat that but, to each his own. But she's not going to be at home cooking breakfast, okay? She ain't going to be doing that. She's not going to wait for you to get home and have dinner on the table when you get home. That's not Claressa Shields. She's not going to do that, okay? And Papoose is doing everything he can to turn her into a regular woman. Y'all know it's not going to work. Y'all know that it's not going to work. It will not work, okay? How does Claressa Shields explain? And she's going to get out of that. She's going to break out of that. She's going to get out of that funk, okay? And I'm just telling you, I don't think Papoose has been an ad has been what's that word I'm looking for? What's the word that I'm looking for? I don't think Papoose has been an addition, a help to what she's trying to do. I just think he there, popping on that big water buffalo ass she got, and that's just what he doing. You know, arm candy in public. Cause let's be real, man. Would a guy like Papoose mess with a girl like Claressa if Claressa ain't have no money? Tell the truth. Do you think Papoose would even deal with a Claressa Shields if Claressa ain't have no money? If Claressa wasn't a fighter, she was just a regular girl from around the way. Ain't no way he carrying Claressa on his arm. And I'm not saying Claressa. I ain't saying she's unattractive. I'm just saying she's just not a female. Like if you were to see her out, like if you see her out and about, and if you didn't know who she was, I mean, it wouldn't be somebody I'd go for. Now, yeah, uh, let me scratch that. The fact that she's an Amazon and got a buffalo, I probably would. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I think Coach Shelton Harrison would go for Claressa Shields. Even if she wasn't a fighter, if I ain't no issue, if I just saw her out, in public in the mall, I would go for that. Okay? But the regular Joe Blow, hell no. They ain't finna go after no Claressa. They ain't dealing with no Claressa Shields. You see, Knight, I'm gonna tell you, man. I think, me personally, okay, I think he's still going over there breaking off. That's what I think. I think he's still doing. It's just, why? Why deal with somebody with this drama? Okay? Why deal with somebody who's telling you to not go get your bag? Seriously. Why? I mean, this man told you, hey, don't do MMA no more. She said, okay. She retired from MMA. And y'all know the PFL was giving her a nice little bag to get in there. You know they was. But we had already said, hey, Claressa, MMA might not be your thing. We tried to tell her. Night, we here in this community, and she told us we were stupid. Okay? Claressa Shields told us we were stupid. When she was talking about in 5 years I'd be able to share the octagon with Amanda Nunes, I straight up told her, I said, Claressa, that's not going to happen. If you get in the octagon with Amanda Nunes after 5 years, I said she gonna break every one of your limbs. That's what I told Claressa Shields. Told her that in the live stream. Oh, she got angry, pissed off. I said, Claressa, and she was trying to call me out too on live stream and all this other stuff. Yeah, you be hating on me. You always hating on me. I'm like, it ain't nobody hating on you. If you get into an octagon with Chris Cyborg or Amanda Nunes, I told her straight up, I said, they're going to break your limbs. They know you can't. They know you don't know MMA. They're going to break your limbs. Then she was telling me, well, the fight, all fights start standing up. I said, yeah, they do. I said, but they're not going to stand with you. Amanda Nunes is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Chris Cyborg has world elite level wrestling, and she's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. They're not going to trade with you. They're not going to stand toe-to-toe with you. They're not stupid. They're going to take you to the ground, and they're going to break your limbs. That's what I said. That's what's going to happen. And she got mad, and you know what? It was like multiple people in her comment section agreeing with what I was saying. A lot of people. I'm like, Claressa, you can't spend 5 years in mixed martial arts and then think that you're going to challenge Amanda Nunes. Like, do you not think that Amanda Nunes isn't going to evolve? Like, they've been doing it since kids. You're at a disadvantage in MMA. And the worst martial arts to have coming into MMA is boxing. That's the worst martial arts to do if you're coming into MMA. That's the worst. See, if you're a wrestler, you can get away with like D-level striking, okay, and still take your opponent to the ground and do whatever. If you're a boxer, if you don't have any takedown defense, if you don't have any special wrestling skill, if you don't have any kind of grappling skill, you're just a boxer. These MMA fighters, they're gonna get you in there and they're gonna eat your ass up. That's what they're gonna do. They're not gonna stand with you. They're gonna take you to the ground and they're gonna ground and pound you to death, or they're gonna submit you, gonna choke you out. Either way, that's what I was telling Claressa. I was telling her she ain't want to believe it. She ain't want to believe you just she told me I was a hater too. You ain't nothing but a hater. You ain't nothing but a hater. If I have a dream if I do believe in myself to beat Amanda Nunes in 5 years, I can do it. That's what she told me. And I'm like, you can't be this stupid. You can't. You cannot. You won't be beating Amanda Nunes in 5 years. Do you know that Amanda been in MMA ever since she was 12? Like they got 10 years over you. They got 10 plus years, her and Chris Cyborg. They know how to maneuver around the octagon. And I was like, Claressa, it's not the same thing. She didn't want to believe it. She didn't want to believe it. Okay? Claressa Shields did not believe me when I told her that fighting in an octagon is different than fighting in a boxing ring. I said, yes, the fight does start standing, Claressa. It starts standing. But I said, when these fighters realize that they can't stand with you, they're going to faint and they're going to do a takedown. And I said, see, Claressa, the difference in boxing, you faint in boxing, it's not an overhand right coming. It's not an uppercut coming. In MMA, it could be a kick. It can definitely be a double-leg takedown. There's something in MMA coming. And 9 out of 10 of these fighters, they're not going to stand toe-to-toe with you. They're going to take you to the ground and they're going to control you. And you don't have takedown. You don't know how to get up from the ground off your back. You're not going to know how to do that. And somebody like Cyborg or Nunes would destroy you. You'd be easy work. And she got so angry, bro. She got so angry that at one point she was threatening to block me, on her Instagram. I'm like, well, I mean, you can block me, but that's not going to make it. It's still going to be true. It's still going to be true. If you block me, it's still going to be true. The truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. There's just no way that you can overcome that shortfall. And me, I'm trying to explain this to Carissa. But back then she was so damn hard headed. Just hard headed. Like, I mean, her ass don't listen. Don't. And I even said, Carissa, a C level MMA fighter could beat you. I mean, Jackie Elkins, Brittany Elkin was a D minus fighter, and damn near beat Carissa Shields. Like, Brittany Elkin is the worst of the MMA fighters. This is who you put your fighter in there to get their first victory. She's that bad. Brittany Elkin is that bad. And Carissa Shields damn near lost to Brittany Elkin. That ought to tell you. That ought to tell you MMA is no damn joke. Well, okay. Now let's go back to Papoose. Okay? To me, Papoose is running game on Carissa. Running game. And I think he's pretty much he's going to convince her, he's going to try to convince her to give up boxing. He's going to do it. I mean, the man already, she already said, the man said that he's a little uneasy with her boxing, but he was completely uncomfortable with her doing MMA and told her she needed to quit. And then told her, she can't box forever. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, motherfucker. Wait a minute. What you mean she can't box forever? No, we know that you can't box forever. But who are you to come in after she done all this stuff, go into the Olympics, and then to tell her that, well, she don't need to box forever? See, and it's like Carissa Shields so dingly and whipped, she can't see it. She can't see it, y'all. I don't know. What's up, Running Rainy? I don't know what to say. I just know that this relationship is bad. It's very bad for Carissa. Um, and maybe she'll wake up. If he gets her pregnant, it's over. It's over for Carissa Shields. I mean, she's done. And you mark my words on that. If Papoose gets her pregnant, Marison gets her pregnant, it's over. Carissa Shields' career is going to go down the crap too. It's going to go down the garbage. It just is. And I know I'm not saying that because I'm over here hating. I ain't saying it because I'm hating. That's not it. I'm just looking at what I see. Okay? Older man, younger woman. Okay? Older man with a lot of experience. Younger woman who just thinks she know everything. I mean, pretty much, Carissa is there to be manipulated. She right there. She right there to be manipulated. And, Carissa, she liked them alpha types. And Papoose is an alpha type. I just think that this guy is trouble. I think it's trouble for her. Me personally, in my honest opinion, I think he's trouble. I don't think that she's going to grow and be who she is with him at her side. I think he's just in a way. He in a way. I guarantee you, he'd be that dude that start calling, hey, baby, I ain't seen you, it's getting late. Well, Papoose, I gotta be in the gym. I gotta be, I'm the greatest in the world. And he'd be the one that won't understand that she gotta be in the gym. He'll be the one complaining that they ain't spending enough time together. See, if I had a woman like Carissa Shields, I wouldn't care how long she in the damn gym. Hell, I come in there and help her, hold the water for her. I do whatever I gotta do, but I know that that gym is who she is. And that pretty much is her life. You have to understand that. You can't take her away from what she loves. And unfortunately, see, in my mind, the boxing gym would come before our relationship. In my mind. Because I would never make her choose. See, Papoose will be that dude when they get older in age, he gonna make her choose. And she gonna be so stupid. Because she's going to choose him over any combat sport. She's gonna choose him. She's stupid enough to do it. She's stupid enough to do it. Knight, Running Reenie, Marcus Bell. She is that stupid enough to do it. I'm telling you, it's coming. You mark my words, okay? You mark my words, they're going to have a falling out. The next thing you know, she's not going to be with him anymore. Nope. Nope. She ain't going to be with him no more. But let's talk about another part of the telecast tonight. Let's see what we got going on here. what we got going on? Okay, let's go ahead and talk about it. But y'all know he can't domesticate that girl. You're not gonna domesticate her. Okay, let's go and talk about Shedeur Sanders being buck broken. Okay, we all saw the world try. We saw the NFL and these owners. They went right into collusion to buck break Shedeur Sanders. Folks, that's what they tried to do. They tried to buck break this man. They tried to break him and break him in front of the world. They tried to. Yo, there go my homie Jedi Run. There go my boy Jedi Run in the god doggone building, studding up. Jedi Run done studded the hell up in that damn super chat, man. Salute to that brother, Jedi Run in the Jedi Eye Statum chat. The Jedi Tiger Eye Statum chat. Damn, 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 damn. Man, Jedi. I just got in here and started cooking. I just got in here and started cooking. I just started cooking. Okay. And if you don't feel like going back and listening, man, basically let me make it quick. I made damn. Okay. I ain't even said much and Jedi Run done start, man. Look. Jedi done started up, man. He finna make it a even. And boy, we almost at our goal. My boy Jedi Run studding up heavy in that damn super chat. I'm talking about studding all the way the hell up. And that's how you do it. Jedi Run in the god dang on building. LDWMAC, stud up, stand up. God dog. Justin Statham getting that damn cash in the building now. What the oh shoot. Justin Statham getting that motherfucker PG-13 channel cash is in the god doggone building. Man, I ain't been up in here in a minute, y'all. I ain't been up in here in a minute. But I'm hooking up my girl Talita Bernardo. Y'all can see the gear that she wears. It's that higher power. God damn, excuse me, PG-13 channel. I always go back and listen to your live streams. Man, thank you, man. Thank you. Jedi, I'm trying to get in there and be a little bit more active, bro. I'm gonna get an assistant, man. She's supposed to be coming to help me out pretty soon, man. Cause when I had my assistant, man, I was able to get around and do more work and get on here more. Cause I gotta tend to this channel, man. I gotta tend to it. Man, appreciate the love and support, man. Appreciate the love and the dang support. Salute to that brother, Jedi Run, and salute to that brother, Justin Statham, getting that motherfucker PG-13 channel cash. Um, but yeah, I'll finish off with Claressa with this, okay? If that tip is so good that Papoose is giving Claressa, and if that's gonna make her change who she is, she gonna be miserable, man, when that dude finally break her heart. And that's what he's gonna do. Y'all know and I know Papoose he's going to do something that's going to break her heart and she ain't gonna be the same. Chris ain't gonna be the same. And I can already see. I know for a fact that they probably get married. I know that they get married. I know he's gonna propose to her. I know he is. Hold on, let me see if he's already done it. Proposes to Claressa Shields. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if he already proposed. I mean, proposed to her. Yeah, he has. Okay, now I'm looking at Google. Yes, Papoose has proposed to Claressa Shields. While the exact date of the proposal isn't specified in provided search results, it's a matter of public knowledge that they're engaged. This comes after Papoose's public spread from his wife, fellow rapper Remy Ma. Claressa Shields has already addressed the situation, clarifying relationship with Papoose. Okay, now, is he going to divorce Remy Ma? And I guess that's my next question, okay? Is he going to divorce her? Because apparently they still married. Apparently they're still married. Is he going to go in and divorce her? That's the question that I got for y'all. I mean, y'all, we got to know this. We got to know something about this. Is he going to divorce her? Because right now they ain't got no divorce. They ain't got a divorce, okay? Let me see. Let's ask Google. Because I hadn't heard it. Let's see if they divorce. Okay. Okay, they have filed for divorce. Okay, they're separated. They have filed for divorce. Okay, so all right. Okay, damn. Papoose has filed for divorce in New Jersey, and Remy Ma stated that she is ready to proceed. Okay, so Remy Ma they both want this divorce. It don't seem like Remy Ma want it. Don't seem like it, cause she's still like doing TikTok videos on him and Claressa. That's just what it seemed like to me. Okay. Oh snap! Jedi Run done started up again. He said she'll say she is done with MMA after she almost suffered a broken arm. I just hope she still isn't going around saying she can beat up male boxers. Yeah, well, I tell you the one good thing, Jedi, about her being with Papoose, she's kind of stopped talking like that. She kind of stopped talking like that. Like she's not talking like that as much. Okay, I mean I give her that. She has kind of stopped saying that stupid. She kind of have. Okay, she's not saying it as much, and you gotta wonder. Did he say, "Dang, baby, you need to shut up"? And salute the Jedi running that damn super chat. Yeah, I mean, you have to wonder, did he tell her like, "Damn, baby, you need to shut up. Stop running around telling me you beat these mailboxes. You ain't beat no mailboxes. You ain't beat no mailboxes." So I think that's a good thing. Okay, I think he's telling her to shut the hell up and know your place. Okay, this is what I think. But okay, he told her, she said it on the interview saying that he told her to quit MMA. And then she said, and he's really not that, happy when I box. He's kind of a little uneasy about me being in a boxing ring. And I think that that's where he need to shut the hell up at. Because she been boxing since she was like, what, 10 years old? She been boxing. See, Jedi Run, I think that's when Papoose needs to shut the hell up. And no, Jedi Run, she can't beat male boxers, okay? She can't beat male boxers. We already see that. We proven that. Okay? Like, it was a low level dude that knocked her on her ass. I wonder if I can find that video and let y'all see. Let me see if I can find that video. I don't think I'll get in trouble. I hope I don't. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. And I think that getting her ass knocked down, I think that should have been a wake up call. Don't y'all? Don't y'all think that should have been a wake up call? Yeah. Yep, that was it. I don't know if I want to share it here. Let me cut the sound off. I'm gonna cut the sound off. Let me see if I can cut the sound off. Trying to see if I can.
You ever seen a male boxer not?
Yeah, but that was it. Okay. Yeah. That's the video where she got knocked down. Okay. Yeah, she fell on her ass, and she went outside to go get a knife to try to stab the dude. I mean, damn. You know, I thought if she was so damn bad, she'd just got him trying to fight him. But nope, dude caught her, and then she said, "Well, dude took the padding out the gloves," which, okay, whatever. I mean, you got your ass knocked out, Claressa. That's what happened. Try to step up and fight a man, and that's what happened. That's what an average man gonna do to you when they catch you. Is they're gonna knock you out, Claressa. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna knock you on that big, beautiful buffalo you got. Okay, the NFL. The NFL. They tried to buck break Shedeur Sanders. They tried to buck break the boy. Okay, they publicly embarrassed this kid. Okay, by drafting him all the way at number 5. Clearly, you can tell that this is a form of collusion. Okay, clearly you can tell that this is collusion. This is straight collusion. Okay, and if you can't see that, there's something wrong with you. If you can't see that this is collusion, there's something really, really wrong with you. They colluded, they conspired to keep this boy or to buck break Shedeur Sanders. That's what they did. Now, I'm not a huge Shedeur fan. I'm not riding for Shedeur Sanders, okay? Because they stood up for Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia goes on 2 3 hour racist rants, and they still cool with Ryan Garcia. And I still hadn't really forgotten about what Shedeur, his reaction to Ryan Garcia going on that racial rant. I mean, he sat back and said, right, him and Ryan Garcia, cool. Dion did too. Okay, Dion did too. Like they sat back, man, and instead of condemning what this boy said, they sympathized with his emotional state. Like, come on, man. So nah. And Shadduer getting a wake up call, and he getting a wake up call. Is it right? No, it's not right. It's not right. Okay, this is a public butt breaking. Okay, whether y'all want to see it or not, Shedeur Sanders being drafted fifth round. This is a public butt breaking, and that's what they did. They told him, listen, boy, you don't run nothing. You don't run nothing around here. We make all the decisions. You shut up and you just play ball. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna shut up and you're gonna play ball. That's what Shedeur Sanders has been told. you know, Not out loud, but basically he's been told you're gonna shut the hell up and you're gonna throw that damn football. Okay? And we're gonna draft you. Did you know Shedeur Sanders lost about $14 million because he was drafted so low? And clearly should have been a number one pick. I mean, everybody. But the owners got together and they had to buck break this boy because it's like this, man. Okay, and you take it how you want. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply to you, let it fly. But it's like the people who've been getting on Shadduer the most is white males. White guys been on Shadduer helmet, and it's like every time the guy he happy, it's like it irritates you white guys. Y'all are so irritated that this guy's still happy. He's still posting happy videos. Like it's almost like y'all want this guy to be miserable and sticking his lip out and pouting. Like that's what y'all want. And see, I know as soon as I say that, I already know the live stream chat go down when I say the majority of the people that's dissing Shedeur Sanders are white guys, and they not happy that he's happy. He's happy, they not happy. And it's like every time the man posts, here they come, here they come. Yeah, you got humble. Like why? Why does every black person have to be humble when we confident? Why? Like why, Jedi? Like why, Anthony Bolton? Why does every black person have to be humble? Why we got to be humble when we confident? Why we got to be humble when we confident? Hey, did y'all notice? Did anybody tell Cam Scatterbo that he needed to be humble when he clearly came out and said, "I'm the best running back in the country. I'm the best running back in the country, and ain't nobody better than me." I mean, did he need to be humble? The only people angry with Shedeur Sanders are white guys and Stephen A. Smith. White guys and Stephen A. Smith. That's it. The only people that are upset or that are happy now that he got butt broken are white guys and Stephen A. Smith. That's it. It's annoying because you know the guy. And then let me tell you moreover what's bad. Okay? The man outplayed each of the guys that was drafted ahead of him. He outplayed them. He outplayed them in the minicamp. Outplayed them, looked better, looked 1,000 times better than these guys. But they're still ranking Shedeur low on the depth chart. Low on the depth chart. And white guys are getting a kick out of this. Guys, go to social media. Go to Shedeur's social media. Like, you look and see all the people that's making fun of him and criticizing him are white guys. And it's like, what's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal with all these white guys doing that? Like, what? I mean, y'all mad because he black and successful? I mean, you guys mad because he got more money than you? And they making fun to him. Yeah, that's why he lost all that money. Do y'all know Shedeur's paid? Do y'all know Shedeur's paid? Like, do y'all know that this guy's paid and he gonna be getting a check for the rest of his life? I mean, you guys know that? He paid. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep. I call Stephen A. Smith getting jiggy with it, Smith. Get jiggy with him. Yeah, man. Stephen A. Smith been cutting jigs for a minute, man. Stephen A. Smith been cutting jigs for a long time. And he's still doing it. That's the scary part. He's still doing it. See, brothers like Stephen A. Smith, they dangerous, man. Because, see, Stephen A. Smith can exist in both worlds. He can exist in the African American and black world, but he can also double down and switch in the non-black arena. See, people like Stephen A. Smith, they dangerous because if a war break out, Stephen A. Smith, he'll be trying to be cool with us to take our resources, but he'll go back over to the other side and know that they're trying to kill us off, and Stephen A. Smith will give them our location. That's why people like brothers like Stephen A. Smith, they dangerous, man. They real dangerous to the black community. Extremely dangerous. Yeah, Jedi Run, the owners got to keep him in line. They got to keep him in line. They got to keep his mouth shut because he's too confident. And we can't have a confident black guy. We can't have no black dude that's confident. We can't have that. That's too much. Okay? Oh, yeah, yeah, Justin Statham. Man, ain't forget about Unfitlock. Yeah, we ain't forget about him, man. See, guys like Jason Whitlock, man, they were never, in school, they were never the guy that the women went for, man. Jason was probably smart, but the females never went for him, man. They ain't go for him. And what really made me mad about Jason Whitlock is that every time something happened in the black community, something negative, he's always blaming a black person. Now he'll tell black people to stop acting like a victim, but when a black person really is a victim, then he'll go back and say why we don't need to be the victim and how black people need to just fall in line. He always do that. Now when a white person is a victim, he'll call the white person a victim. That's what he does. Anything black, anything good black. Anytime a black person do something positive, here he come. Tear it down. Here he come. You let somebody black do something that's worthwhile. Jason Whitlock gonna have a podcast and he gonna tear it down. That's amazing. But they buck broke. They buck broke that boy, and they know they did. But they're gonna come back and they're gonna have to eat them words after buck breaking this boy. They're gonna have to eat their words, and they're gonna have to pay him because they're gonna have to start him. Shedeur Sanders is already bringing revenue into your team. He's already bringing attention onto your team. He's already bringing attention onto your team. So you ain't gonna let this boy play? You ain't gonna let him play? I tell you, racism is expensive. It's real expensive. Okay? And see, people, they don't want to be associated with racists. Big businesses, they really don't want to be associated with racists. They don't want to be. So the NFL and these teams, they better get it together. They better get it together because, Shedeur to me was him and Cam Ward were the two best quarterbacks coming out of the draft. And if Shedeur don't get to play for the entire season, we already know what's up. But even top football minds have been saying how good Shedeur looked in minicamp and how well he's looked. Like even these are some of the best top football minds in the world. Michael Irvin said how good Shedeur looked. Top football mind. Okay, top football mind said how good the man looked. Steve Smith, top football mind, said how good that Shedeur Sanders looked. Warren Sapp, Keyshawn Cornbread Johnson. They've all said that this guy has looked sensational. Looked sensational in that minicamp. But you got Jason Whitlock constantly criticizing Shedeur, saying he don't. And Jason big ass gonna talk about why Shedeur pat the football. I want to say, is that it? Why he pat the football? A lot of quarterbacks pat the football before they throw it. That's nothing new, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of quarterbacks in the NFL and in college, they pat the football before they deliver it. It's just something that happens. It's something that happens, y'all. Damn. Butt broken. They tried to butt break Colin Kaepernick. They tried to. They tried to. But Colin Kaepernick, still to this day, he refused to be butt broken. And he didn't get a job. Colin Kaepernick still to this day does not have an NFL gig. And he's never going to do another snap of football again. Colin Kaepernick will never, ever play football in the NFL again. If that's one of your favorite players, go back and look at highlights of Colin Kaepernick, because that's the only way you're gonna see him play. He's done. He's done. And unfortunately, a lot of people didn't have his back. A lot of athletes didn't have his back. Guys, do you know how much money that black players bring into the NFL? Like, do y'all know how much of the revenue is because of these black players that's doing all these spectacular plays? Do you know of all your top players, your top black players, they just did a walkout? You know they have to get replacement players, and people ain't coming to see that. See, with racism, you always got to attack racism from a financial standpoint. You can't march with racism because racist people don't care about being racist. And they don't care about being exposed as racist because they know that if you're exposing them, okay, they know that it won't matter because they know that they're people, the same racist people. What they're gonna do is they're gonna start a GoFundMe account. Okay, they're gonna start a GoFundMe, and they're going to be living happily ever after. My man Justice Tatum said Stephen A. hairline touches his back. Yeah, man. I mean, Stephen A. Smith need to do something about his hairline, man. I mean, like, damn, man. He really do need to do something about that hairline. Salute to Justin Statham getting that damn cash. He need to do something about that hairline. Like, for real. Like, he legit need to, go ahead and, I don't know, man, either cut all that shit off his head, cut it off, or get some hair plugs or something, man. That's what he gonna have to do. He gonna have to either cut it off or get hair plugs. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's like you making too much money, man, to have a hairline that fucked up. Up PG-13 channel. Stephen A. hairline touches his back. That's still funny though. And then Justin said Whitlock needs to eat a salad. You need to eat about like 1,000 salads. Yeah, my goodness. What's up, Fight Life? He said the man need him a damn salad. What the hell? But yeah, so folks, we know that this is collusion, this is racism, it's all of the above. But they buck broke this boy on national TV. Cost Shedeur Sanders over $40 million. That's about him not being a number one pick, or in the first round, cost him 40 mil. And he'll probably sign a contract worth about 4 million. Whereas his NIL deal, he's making 4.6 million in NILs alone this year. So go figure, man. Go figure. But Shadduer gonna be okay. And I'm gonna tell you, they can try to buck break you. They can try to discriminate. They can do anything that they want to do. They can do that. But they can't deny if you know how to play, you know how to play. No matter what draft pick you come in at, if you know how to play the game, you know how to play the game. That's just what it is. And Shedeur Sanders knows how to play the game. He knows the game of football. He knows how to play the game of football. He's very good at playing the game of football. And people talk about, well, he didn't do nothing, and he was 13 and 12. But y'all, come on. They were inherited a team that was 1-11. Okay, the first year they went 4-8, and people act like in those games that they lost, they act like Colorado was blown out of every game they lost, which wasn't true at all. The majority of those games, Colorado actually could have won those games. It was a couple. It was a couple of those games they could have easily went. What? They could have easily went. They could have easily been 7-4, or they could have easily been 7-5. They could have easily been 7-5 with 3 of those games. And some of those games came down to a touchdown. So to me, it wasn't like Colorado was doing that bad even in the 4-8 season. They weren't doing that bad. The man didn't have an offensive line. He ain't had none of that to help him. Okay, he ain't have shit. I mean, the man had to really. And look, how is Shedeur Sanders the most sacked quarterback in the NCAA, but he had one of the highest completion percentages. Had one of the lowest touchdown to interception ratios in college football. He was still able to do all of that with no offensive line helping him block him. How you explain that? I mean, how the hell do you explain that? See, George, I'm gonna tell you, man, with Stephen A. I'm gonna tell you what his problem is. I'm gonna tell you who he is. Stephen A. Smith has a big mouth. Okay, Stephen A. Smith has a big mouth, and see, he believes that when he wins an argument, he's gonna yell it to you. He's gonna shout it to you. You know. See, he believes he's winning an argument when he's yelling and screaming. But see, that's not the case. Stephen A. Smith, he thinks he knows everything. He thinks he's never wrong about anything, and that's the problem with him. He think he not wrong, and Stephen A. Smith think he speak for all black people. That's what he think. But the black community disowned Stephen A. Smith years ago. The black community disowned Stephen A. Smith years ago. I'm talking about years ago. He was already he was pretty much disowned by the black community, and don't nobody take him seriously. Nobody in their mom in their right mind would take Stephen A. Smith serious. Nobody does. And everybody know who he is and what he is. We know. You can't get around that. We know who Stephen A. Smith is. We know that he's a sellout. We know it. He's still mad at Terrell Owens because Terrell told him, Stephen A., Max is blacker than you. And Stephen A. got mad. Yeah. Yeah. Jedi said Stephen A. Smith is funny when he tries to be an MMA analyst. Oh my God, don't get me started on that, man. He sucks as an MMA commentator. He sucks. He don't know what he's looking at most of the time. Okay, he just started talking in spurts. Like he don't understand the sport at all. And it pisses you off. At least, man, if you don't know nothing about the sport, at least take your time to figure out who the hell the fighters are. Figure out what some of the basic moves are. Like maybe understand what a Tanahashi is or omoplata. You know, maybe you should understand what that is. Maybe you should understand what a wizard is. I mean, he just be talking in circles, man. And the man don't know a damn thing about MMA, Jedi. Nothing. Yeah, Stephen A. He ain't no MMA analyst. Stephen A. is a mouthpiece. Now he's a pretty decent actor. You know, he was on Law and Order. He was on Law and Order, and he played an agent, and he played on a soap opera. Stephen A. Smith is a pretty good actor, but you know, he act like he not black anymore. That's just what he act like. He act like he not a brother. Yep, yep, that's easy work. George DMs 93 said them Proud Boys don't like Whitlock. Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you, the one guy that's in charge of them Proud Boys, what's the guy name? The guy got a Hispanic name, but he white guy with a Hispanic name. What's that guy name? Justin A. Smith says Stephen A. Smith can eat a dick. Ooh, eat a tip. Oh shit. Stephen A. Smith can eat a dick, man. Oh, oh damn. Oh shit. That's too funny. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith can eat a nick. I got a freestyle poem for y'all. I'm gonna entertain y'all, Jedi Run and Justin Statham and George Dims. I'm gonna give y'all a freestyle poem uh, in reference to our boy Stephen A. Smith. Okay, it goes like this: Roses are red, violets are blue. Stephen A. Smith, you don't look black anymore. What happened to you? I mean, I thought by day, I thought by night. But damn it, Stephen A. Smith, you running away. You running away, Stephen A. Every time it's time to get checked by a real brother. You know, you turn into a Sambo in flight. Yeah, that's who it was, Nick Fuentes. Yeah, Nick Fuentes checked Jason Whitlock and basically said they don't want him. Oh man, oh man, said they don't want nothing to do with him. Tommy Sotomayor, that's another one. Tommy Sotomayor, that's another one. I've been ahead. I don't know, boy. I don't know how. Oof. Nick Fuentes said he told him he'll never be one of them. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Nick Fuentes gave Jason Whitlock, Bitchlock, gave him the business. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and let's get into some MMA. Okay, let's really get into a little MMA. Okay, I want to talk about where are all these Grasso fans? Where the Grasso fans at? Where are the Grasso fans? I tell you what, Justin Statham, I'm gonna tell you who win right now. Erin Blanchfield by unanimous decision. Okay, Erin Blanchfield will win this fight by unanimous decision, and I'm gonna tell you why she's gonna win by unanimous decision. It's pretty simple. Okay, um, Mayce Barber is a one-trick pony. She can't wrestle very well. Her clinch game is average, but she's got one thing on her that just puts any fight. It puts her on a level playing field, even if she's not the most skillful person, and that's because Mayce Barber has a loaded right hand. Her right hand can change a fight in one punch. Okay, Mayce Barber can change the direction of a fight in one punch. She's got one punch stopping power. Look at the fight when she fought J.J. Aldridge. Y'all remember that fight she fought J.J.? And J.J. to me was dominating the fight. She hit J.J. with one right hand. That was it. That was it. It was all she wrote for J.J. Aldridge. She can hit. But that's to me, that's all Mayce Barber got. I'd say Erin Blanchfield would be an idiot to get in there to try to stand in the phone booth with Mayce Barber and fight. That's stupid. Okay, you're asking to get knocked out. However, if Erin Blanchfield decides to wrestle Mayce Barber, it's easy work. Easy work. And I mean legit easy work. That Mayce Barber will have no answer for them takedowns. You watch my words. She will have no answers for those takedowns. There's nothing she's going to be able to do. And Mayce Barber may even get stopped. She may even get stopped. It's possible. It's a 3-round fight. No, wait a minute. Nope, it's going to be a 5-round fight because that's the main event. But this is going to be it's going to be straight up unanimous decision for Erin Blanchfield. And I feel like Erin Blanchfield, I think it's her time. To be honest, I thought Erin Blanchfield deserved a title shot more than Manon. See, I felt like Erin Blanchfield did all the work and fought all the tough opponents, and then the UFC just let Manon fight Erin Blanchfield for the title shot. because Blanchfield did all that work. And so in the UFC mind, I guess they figured, well, if she can beat Manon, or if Manon can beat Erin Blanchfield, then that's just like her beating all the opponents that Blanchfield beat. And that's not it, because Manon still ducked Tyler Santos. And a lot of people, Coach, man, come on, man, you just hating on Manon. No, she did. She ducked Tyler Santos. Valentina and Erin Blanchfield, they got in there with her. They wasn't scared. They got in there with Tyler Santos. Excuse me. They got in there with Santos. That's what happened. Okay? And Manon didn't want to take that challenge. Hell, Manon didn't want to fight Valentina when it seemed like Valentina was unstoppable. She didn't want to fight Valentina. Point blank said no. So I ain't trying to hear nothing that these Manon fans. Look, Manon got her ass beat. Valentina completely controlled that fight. And when I watched the fight again, I'm like, man, Valentina beat her ass 4-1. Easy. Easy. But Erin Blanchfield didn't duck Santos. She didn't duck anybody. She fought all of them. And I felt like that's who deserved a title shot. If Blanchfield wins, I don't even think Natalia Silva deserves a title shot right now. If Erin Blanchfield wins this fight versus Mayce Barber, I think she need to go and get a title shot because she's done a pretty decent body of work. Her body of work has been pretty good. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do a comparison. Let's do a resume comparison. Let's see what we got. Okay? Let's do this resume comparison and let's see. Okay? Erin Blanchfield, Natalia Silva. Let's do it. Okay? I'm going to start reading off some names. I know y'all can probably tell me. And we're going to see who's got the better resume. Let's look at their sure dogs. Alright. Let's see. Let's see who got the better resumes. Okay. Erin Cold-Blooded Blanchfield. Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Erin Cold-Blooded Blanchfield. And she is cold-blooded too. Hold on, I'm waiting on her resume to show up, y'all. Just give me a minute. Alright, pretty good resume. 13 wins, 2 losses. Okay. Yeah, she beat Rose Namajunas her last fight. Yep. I picked Rose to win that fight. I picked wrong. She beat Jessica Andrade. She got a win over Rose Namajunas. Okay, lost her for Manon. She beat Tyler Santos. She beat Jessica Andrade. She beat JJ. She beat Miranda Maverick. She's got a pretty decent resume. Okay, she's got a decent resume. It's pretty good. Some of her top losses, came from big name opponents. Like she lost to Tracy Cortez in a close fight. Kay Hansen was actually pretty good when she was at Invicta. So, you can beat Kay Hansen in Invicta. That's good. I think I said Miranda Maverick. She beat her. Yeah, she beat Miranda Maverick. She beat J.J. Aldrich. Those are quality wins. She beat J.J. Aldrich. She beat Miranda Maverick. Molly McCann ain't really I don't know. They ain't no win. She beat Jessica Andrade. She beat Tyler Santos and lost to Manon. Okay. She put Mayce Barber scalp on her resume. Yeah, going to give her a title shot. Let's look at Natalia Silva, see what she done did. Let's look at what she done did. Trying to see. If Mayce Barber was more technical, I would pick her to win. It's just she's not technical, man. Hold on. They ain't trying to take me out of Sure Dog. Man, damn Sure Dog. can't find it. Don't worry about it. Natalia Silva. I can't find it. Hold on. Okay, Natalia Crescenda. Yeah, let's see. Natalia Silva. There she go. 19 wins, 5 losses. I tell you though, she beat. Yeah, Silva beat. She beat Grazo. She beat Andrade. She beat Vivian Araujo. Shit, those some tough fights. Grazo a tough fight. Jessica's a tough fight. But this ain't the same Jessica though. This ain't the same Jessica in her prime. Come on. Why is this thing lagging so bad? Yeah. Yep, I feel you. It's not showing you. It's not showing you anything. All right. I don't know. Their resumes are pretty good. Okay. If I really have to think about it, who did a better job on the same people? Well, hands down, I think Natalia Silva did a bad job. I mean, a better job, in my opinion. Anyway, that's what I think. But I just think Erin Blanchfield was willing to fight these people early, man, and that's what she did. Yeah, yeah. Mayce beat Erin Blanchfield. Give it a title shot. But I think Blanchfield, to me, her resume is good enough, which warrants a title shot. And if Blanchfield definitely can get Mayce up out of there, then yep, go and give her a title shot. Yeah, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, Jedi. I don't know. Grazo game plan was just to walk, walk Natalia, walk her down and get punched in the head. Then she got kicked in the face multiple times. I don't understand, man. It's like they had the perfect game plan when they fought Valentina the first time, and then this game plan, it's like they ain't even have a game plan. I ain't see Grazo doing a lot. I ain't see Grazo fainting. I ain't see Grazo moving her head off center line. I ain't see Alexa Grazo throwing no decent jabs. I'm like, who's this fighter? Damn sure ain't the Alexa Grazo I know. Unbelievable, y'all. Unbelievable. Yeah, Grazo looked bad in that Silva fight. Silva made that look easy. Okay, who deserves that title fight? We're gonna get ready to wrap it up with this. Who deserves a title fight in your opinion? I think the winner. I think the winner of these two fights. Okay, I think that if I think if Blanchfield beats Macy, going to give it a title shot because Blanchfield did all the heavy lifting. Okay, and Manon didn't do any heavy lifting. All she had to do was fight Erin Blanchfield, and then she had a title shot, which I thought that was completely unfair and wasn't right. Damn. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, yeah, I know. Grazo was crazy. Okay, but who wins that fight? Silva versus Valentina. It'll be a striking affair. I think if they stand, I think Silva can definitely cause Valentina to retreat a little bit. But if Silva try that, you're gonna rush Valentina. You're gonna rush her. Well, it's not gonna work. It never works. Everybody that's done tried to force a fight with Valentina and then they rush her, get in her space, she always know how to come back and counter that. It's too easy for her. Wow. Wow. No loyalty, y'all. None. No loyalty. None. Okay, let's just hypothetically say Natalia Silva get the Valentina fight. Let's hypothetically say that, okay? Okay, cool. Stylistically, do y'all think Natalia Silva is too fast for Valentina? Do y'all think she too slow? I know she don't have the ring IQ. I know she don't have it. She don't have any of that. Yeah. Um, that's Natalia definitely is faster than Valentina. I think so. I just don't think Natalia, if she likes to throw a lot of kicks, and fighting somebody like Valentina, that's pretty dangerous to throw a bunch of kicks when you're fighting Valentina. It's dangerous, especially when you do them. And Natalia Silva like to throw a lot of kicks up that are ill-advised, or you know that they're not checked. Yeah, yeah. DJ Combat, yeah. Val, I think Val beats Silva. I think Silva gonna get caught with too many of them counters, and then I think Silva gonna start backing away. I know when Valentina caught Amanda Nunes with a nice left hand counter, Amanda backed up off for a little bit and kind of fought very defensively when Valentina hit her with that shot. And why Amanda would tell who is that she told. Yeah, it will. Alright, Jedi Run says Silver is strong, but Val has more weapons. It should be a good fight. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight for as long as it stands. Now Val shouldn't get caught in the barrage of strikes because Silva is going to throw a lot of strikes, a whole lot of strikes. Yeah, you know what, DJ? I'm glad you said something about that. People don't talk about that. But Alexa Grasso fought 3 fights with Valentina. You know, in fight 3, Alexa Grasso got injured. People didn't know that. Alexa Grasso, yeah, she got injured in that third fight with Valentina. Guys, that's 3 fighters against the same person. Three. Three. And you know that person hit hard. You know that she's capable of putting you out of there. You know she's bigger than you. And you have to fight them 3 times. I gave Grasso a lot of salute for that. I gave a salute for that, man. Yep. And that's just what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. Yep. Alexa Grasso, she got injured. That's why she was gone, bro. She was out for like 8 months after the Valentina fight. Let me see. Hey, there go my boy Abel Mahari. Abel Mahari in the damn build. Abel said, "Good evening, Coach. Could you please do a video on that stupid petition of idiotic fans wanting the UFC to strip John Jones of the heavyweight title? Is really annoying." Yeah, you know what? I'll do a video. Um, John Jones is a sellout. Um, but but that video we definitely need to do that because I'm gonna talk about why these fans want him to be stripped. See, it ain't the fact, Abel, that they want John to be stripped. It's the fact that John didn't fight who they wanted him to fight. That's it. And see, when these people got mad and started saying, "Well, John was afraid of Tom Aspinall," but when you had white commentators that they respect say that John is not afraid of this guy, when you had Ho Rogan say that John is not afraid of this guy, that blew him up. See, that blew that racist mind up. So now they had to come up with something else to try to strip John. With John Jones talking about retirement, he talking about retirement. I mean, you know, he said, why? He go in there and beat Tom Aspinall, then what? John says he wants his last couple of fights to be, fights that's going to pay him the most amount of money. And John feels like the Tom Aspinall fight isn't the fight that's going to pay him the most amount of money, or the fight that they can renegotiate with. That fight. Remember, the man wanted to fight Francis Ngannou. John Jones was begging for that fight. Wouldn't give it to him. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Grazo had burnout. Also went from believing she's Valentina's kryptonite to them getting a harsh reality check, being dominated in the trilogy. Um, she got injured. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, so she had some minor injuries after the first fight. Okay, um, and she thought that the injuries were completely healed, but in the second fight, she got re-injured. It was a knee, and then in the third fight took a lot out of Grasso. Took a lot. I mean, shoot, her knees. I think she had an elbow that was hurting and injured. Like she had some injuries going on. And I'm not taking anything away from Valentina because hey, Valentina was injured when she fought Grasso the first time. You don't see. I like Grasso even though I was against her when she was fighting Valentina. I like Grasso because Grasso didn't make no excuses. I'm telling you that's what it was. Okay, I know. Okay, I know this for a fact. Grasso was having knee issues. Okay, she was having them. And why she been out so long? Because she took a lot of damage in that third fight with Valentina. She took a lot of damage. Yep. Hmm. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Yeah, she got injured, man. She got injured in the last round. Razzo got injured. She got injured in that last round. But Grasso, she not the same. I don't know. When she fought Silva, she just fought dumb. Like she wasn't. It's like, okay, Grasso, move your head. She kept her head on center line, and she literally let Silva use her lateral movement. Let Silva do whatever the hell she wanted to do. That's what happened. Grasso allowed Silva to do whatever she wanted to do. Crazy, crazy. I kind of felt bad for Grasso in that fight because she just looked lost in there, man. And to be honest, Grasso looked like she didn't even want to be there. Yeah, damn. Justin Statham getting that damn cash. He said, "Do you think Val will move up to 135 pounds for the belt?" It'll depend. It'll depend. I don't think the UFC is going to allow her to fight Amanda Nunes again for a trilogy. Because the UFC, they want Valentina to fight Jean Belay. Which to me, I just think that's an easy fight for Valentina. But salute to Justin Statham getting that damn cash up in the building. That's an easy win. If she fought Jean Belay, that's an easy win. And everybody know it well. Okay, the Wheelie fans, they will not want to admit. Okay, the Wheelie fans won't want to admit that Valentino whooped Wheelie's ass. Okay, they'll never admit that. They'll say that that we just don't like Asians. They'll say something. Okay, these Wheelie fans, they the most aggravating fan base in the history of MMA. They're the most aggravating fan base in the history of MMA. The most aggravating. But nah, Dana ain't gonna let Valentina go up, back up to 135. He ain't gonna do that. He trying to push that Wheelie fight. That's the fight he trying to push. The Wheelie fight. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I don't think Wheelie. I don't think Wheelie can deal with. I don't think Willie can deal with Valentina. I think Valentina. The problem with Valentina is just she's just too damn good. Yep, true that. Y'all, man, had a lot of fun on this live stream, man. Salute, salute to the chat, salute to everybody, man. Salute to y'all doing your thing, man. Making this live stream. I'm gonna see if I can get back on here tomorrow, man, so we can keep talking. Um, yeah, yep. That's what will happen. Well, damn, y'all. I had fun. I'm gonna try to get back on here tomorrow, y'all. I had too much fun tonight. You guys catch me tomorrow night at about 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. And guys, thank y'all for coming on and supporting this live stream. Salute. Oh, wait a minute. Just said Val will stop. Val will stop Wheelie if they fight. If they fight by round 3 or 2, in my opinion. Okay, well, okay then. Hold on. Let me stay. Let's talk about that. Oops. Salute to the brother Jedi Run in the mother building. LDW MMAC. Stand the hell up. Stand the hell up, man. Jedi Run up in here. Stud the hell up in this B. Just studding all the way up. I'm talking about studding up. Salute to that brother. Salute to that brother, Jedi Run. Let's talk about that. I think Wheelie has a chance to be stopped, but then I think Wheelie got a chance to go out 5 rounds. Wheelie gonna have to use her speed, okay? She got to use her speed, and she can't fight reckless because that shit don't work. You fight reckless against Valentina, she's gonna see an opening and she's gonna take it. But y'all, this is your boy, the coach, Shelton, Coach Shelton Harrison, and there'll be no comparison. Yeah, hey, good night to you, Jedi Run. You stay safe too, man. Thank y'all for your love and support of this channel. It's been a blessing. Deuces.
How are they going to explain that? You can't contain the ball you bring, you just can't take the plain fact. To just stay ODBC, you don't tell us how to act. And if you hate the content, then take a step back. Why watch the video? How you gonna explain that? How? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? Coach Shelton Harrison, there'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show, sit back and have a listen. How are they going to explain that?